It is Monday morning. It's sunny outside. It's fresh. It's gonna get warm for definite. And my phone charger is broken. The cable melted, not melted, to my exhaust pipe, which is great. So it's staying in my exhaust pipe, but you know, it is what it is. So today we're doing it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to write down the directions, the places that I want to hit, the spots that I want to hit, follow the signs, follow my physical map, and find my way to where I want to go. Klaus has sent me this, which is a trip around Slovenia and then pops out in Austria up here. That so far today is around 5 to 6 hours long, around 300 kilometers. And I think that's doable, to be honest. I might try and do the whole thing today. I'm also debating once again whether I should go south. I have to make a choice today because if I'm going to go south, I can't go north and then back down south to Austria, then back down. There's no point. So I need to make my mind up this morning. So that's also something that I'm trying to debate with myself right now. It's cooled down a bit. It's around 30 to 34 degrees every day right now. But still, I have found personally, when it tips over 32 degrees around here, I just start to sweat with all my kit on. And it's not fun. You need to keep drinking water constantly. It's tiring. And it's whenever you stop, you just it just gets really overwhelming. And you've got to carry stuff around and blah, blah, blah. So I'm thinking maybe I will stay north after that chat with you guys just now. So the plan will be to go into Austria hopefully today. Logistics have been a bit of a nightmare. I'm trying to obviously meet Matthias at some point, and also Gabe. Gabe is very close to me now. He's currently in the Dolomites. So I think we might end up crossing paths today, if not tomorrow, if we can make it happen. I wanted to meet Matthias, but he's coming out in a week's time. And because I was supposed to go south, I thought it would be fine. But now I'm going to go north. It might mean that I totally miss him, which is a shame. But if I'm going to go north, I want to go further north. So we'll see what happens. I think it'll be much more comfortable to be travelling around in 20 degree heat than it will in 34 degree heat. When I was in the Dolomites, some days were 16 degrees and it was just perfect. It sounds cold. In the UK it is quite cold, but over here it just feels like really nice. You ride around with a jumper on, perfect, Anyway, I'm going to go make myself a coffee. This is a pre-coffee chat today. And pack my bags, send the money for this place. It's been a treat. It's called Joe's Place. And if you're around this area, I really recommend it. Beautiful, beautiful building. The room is lovely. You got an ensuite as well, a massive kitchen. You can't go wrong, and it's pretty cheap. He's charging me €50 for today, for one night and breakfast. Normally it's 85 for two people, so it's pretty good. Anyway, that's this morning's check-in, and I will see you guys at some point later on this morning. By the way, I think it's worth mentioning that last night it was a good call. We had torrential rain, massive thunder and lightning storms, and it went on for hours. I didn't film any, I went for dinner, but check it out. And then you can come and join me for my morning coffee today. I've also got, it's a bit low, warm fresh bread with my name on it. Okay, I've spent this morning planning, and for the plot, I'm going to go south. It's happening. I'm going south! Wish me luck. Just getting some local guidance on where to go today. Now I've changed my plan again. Oh god, that's my alarm. Shit. Okay. What a ride we are on. So now I am going to go south. I've had a really good chat with the guy that runs this place this morning, and he has done most of Europe. The amount of trips he's done is insane. And he has recommended some places in Croatia. Klaus has also recommended some places in Croatia. And by the way, Klaus is to blame for this because I messaged him this morning saying I'm going to come through Austria. Is there any routes you can recommend? I'm cutting the south part 'cause it's too hot. And he said to me, don't let the heat win. You know, you're here doing this adventure. These memories will last you, you know, a long time. And then I thought, well, he's absolutely right. And if I'm going to do another trip around Europe, it would definitely be north toward Norway or Finland, that kind of way. And if I was to do that at some point, hopefully in the future, then I will hit the northern parts of, like, you know, Denmark and the Netherlands and whatnot then on the way up. So doing that now would be a bit of a double back on myself eventually. Oh, we are getting a lot of rust on this bike. So yeah, I have been convinced to go south, which is now, once again, I'm kind of leaving with no real plan. But that's okay. What I'm doing now is I'm going to drive down into the town centre. My phone is completely dead. As you can see in front of me, I've got some directions mapped out for most of Slovenia today, going south, and Croatia. And then I've got some recommendations from Klaus for Bosnia and Croatia as well. I think what I'm going to do is do the whole coastal road on the way down, and then come back up through the mainland part, which there's a couple of very cool places, an old military base, an old air base, and other passes and roads to go up. How far down south I'm going to go, I have no idea. It depends how hot it gets, I think. But to be honest, I think right now it's about 10 a.m. and it's supposed to get up to 31 degrees here today, and it feels pretty nice to be traveling early. So if it just means that I have to get up at, say, you know, early mornings and do early morning rides and deal with the heat that way, then that's no issue. Anyway guys, welcome to day 2 of Slovenia, and welcome to the chaos of this very loose trip that I planned. But you know what? This was the plan all along. So not a lot has changed. The plan was always to go south. So realistically, all that's changed is this hectic part in the middle of me questioning what I'm going to do. And then in the end, I'm sticking to it anyway, thanks to Klaus encouraging me to go and just do it. Alright, let's tie this tank bag on. And welcome back to Bulkans. I'll tell you what has been an absolute game changer for me today, and that is putting my sunglasses on for the first time. I have no idea why I haven't done that yet, but I can actually see without squinting now. What a game changer. And now I'm just going to try and find somewhere that sells phone chargers and potentially a bit more food and some snacks, because I'm not making that mistake again. Gonna get a coffee, have a little bit of snack, and then grab some snacks from the shop, and then head off towards Croatia. Here we go. Well guys, that's it for Bovec, and unfortunately instead of a charger I've ended up with this because I plugged my phone in and it pretty much instantly snapped. Typical. And it's starting to get warm. When you're off the bike it's very warm, so I'm looking forward to getting back on, but I'm going to the garage down the road now to see if I can get a charger. Got a phone charger, but it has been the most expensive morning I've had on this trip. So far I've spent 50 euros. First phone charger, and I bought an adapter with the 2 pins. You might want one of those, by the way, if you're going to do this trip, as well as the round ones. You need like a kind of almost diamond shaped one. Didn't know that. And then the phone charger, first one 15 euros, second one 30 euros. I mean, come on. Okay, we are going to leave this town, guys. Occasionally in Europe, especially the further south I get, you come across a bit of these roads, which is great. You know, they're not closing the road, they're just kind of doing some work on it. I think it's a great idea. Whereas in the UK the whole road would be closed. I guess when there's only one route you can't really do that. Wow, look at that, they're building an extra road by the looks of it, a new bridge. Right, I've just stopped off because I realised that, well, first of all I've had a snack bar, but also I realised that I had to reset my microphones earlier, and that meant that all the settings I normally use have been reset. So that does indeed mean that I think most of what I've recorded today has been way too loud. So I guess this trip to Croatia kind of really starts around now. And I've got 1 hour 45 to go. But just a little update. The riding has been beautiful. I've been following this river most of the way now. And yeah, it's just mainly Slovenian countryside. It's been a beautiful ride. There's been no kind of crazy spectacles or, you know, big mountains or, you know, passes and stuff like that, but it's been really, really lovely riding the whole way so far. It's just roads like this, they're pretty much empty, and yeah, they just make for a really beautiful ride. And as always, just generally passing through really nice, beautiful little towns and villages. And we're really not that far away. So what I'm going to be doing today is, this is basically a 3-hour ride today without stops. So really it's about a 4-5 hour ride. And then I've booked a little kind of room for tonight, £30, which is great, and obviously comes in at pretty much what a campsite would cost, to be honest. You know, a campsite you're looking at about 20 euros, 15, 20 euros normally. So when I can get a room in a house for £30 with cooking facilities, it just means I can arrive really early today. It'll be about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock by the time I get there. Unload the bike, settle in, and go shopping at the supermarket, cook myself dinner tonight to save money, and then plan for Croatia tomorrow. But I think Croatia is just literally going to be the coastal road on the way down, and then on the way back up I've got quite a few points that I want to hit, including the old military air base, which looks super cool, and it's one place I really don't want to miss. So yeah, we'll see how far I go down. I think the Balkans, part of Bosnia, are definitely on the agenda as well. I'm not sure how much further I will go, but we'll see. It really comes down to my time now. But I'm really super happy that I'm heading down here. And despite it being a bit chaotic and feeling unplanned, this was the plan all along. This was my plan when I got over here, you know, and the only reason it changed was because I wasn't going to do Italy anymore. But now I'm realizing that I probably could have. But that's okay. Okay, we are now in Godovic. And it is really beautiful here. It's very small, but beautiful. It's very flat now. It's been the first flat land that I've been on for a while. You can see for quite a distance. And there is also a fuel station, so I'm going to stop off and grab some fuel. And maybe an ice cream if it's open. I'm loving Slovenia. I prefer the north, I have to say, but the south is also stunning. Central Slovenia, South Slovenia. Obviously I'm only covering a very small part here. I'm cutting through it right now. Then I'll come back through it on the way up. But it's really nice. Lots of farmland, loads of small little towns and villages. Quite flat this way, but still the roads are so nice to ride. Everyone's friendly, the food is good. Yeah, it's nice. Really recommend it. Anyway, to Croatia we go. Nice short ride today, and the weather is just incredible. I think I'd be mad not to have done this, to be honest. I don't know what I was thinking. I think it's kind of logical to worry about the heat, but today is like just incredible. The temperature is perfect when you're riding around. The sun is shining. When you stop, as long as you stop in the shade, it's okay. Yeah, it's just perfect. So I'm really enjoying myself today. And also, someone else pointed this out in one of the videos in the comments, but booking somewhere before you leave takes a huge stress off, because you know exactly where you're heading toward, you know you've got somewhere to stay, and even if you get there early you can park up, dump the bags and ride around, which is something I've known since I first did it on this trip, but haven't done again since. Alright, as you can see we are clogged up on this highway. I don't know why I came on the highway for today. I don't know if you can hear the crickets, but it's definitely getting warmer now. I literally rode under this tunnel, got out the other side, it went hot, cold every couple of seconds, and then turned a corner and whack, the heat got about 5 degrees hotter. It's nice and it's much drier than what it was up north. I'm not sweating as much. And I've got about an hour to go until I get to the accommodation. So that's fun, and it's beautiful here. It's so sunny, as you can see. It's just blue skies. Got stuck in loads of traffic on the highway for the first time, and it kind of got me thinking, and I'm just so grateful to be here. it just made me realise that I'm actually here doing it, and this thing felt like a dream that would never ever happen to me. And then on the highway I just had this time to think, and I just thought, wow, yes, I'm on a highway for an hour, but you know what? I'm in Slovenia heading towards Croatia, and I'm doing loads of Europe on a motorbike. It's the dream. It is the dream. I couldn't be happier right now, honestly. It's been a bit chaotic at times. Yes, I've spent more money recently than what I've intended to, but also I'm out here doing it now, and I just feel like you just have to accept that some things are going to be off plan. Obviously, you can't control things. You can't control life. You can't control the universe. You can't control everything that you're going to do, you know, and every single outcome that's going to happen. So yeah, right now I'm just super chuffed to be here. I might have to tighten the bags up a little bit. But yeah, let's get back on the road and get to the Airbnb. I am pretty sure just behind these trees I can see the sea. And let me tell you, the heat has now got a hell of a lot hotter. But at the moment it is bearable. And I'm quite happy, to be honest. I'm just happy that I'm doing this part of the trip. There it is, look. Oh yes. When I decided that I wasn't going to do the southern part anymore, I was kind of a bit gutted. Okay, just a little detour which seems to add on an extra couple of minutes because it's taking me around this rogue road on the back of this track. But at the end of here we join back onto where I just was. Which is still a lovely road, look at that. Oh yeah, I'm feeling so pumped. So pumped for this section of the trip. And here we go again. Now we're avoiding highways. You just get endless twisties on the roads. There's no one else around. Most of the people are on the highway. Why would anyone drive around these roads in a car? It would kind of be pointless unless you live nearby. So it's just super quiet and perfect for riding around. Was that the border? Is this the border? It might very well be. It might be Croatia. Unless I've ridden into somewhere which I've no clue where I am right now. Anyway guys, welcome to the next step of the trip. This will now be the 5th country on this trip so far, I think. Which brings me joy. And also, just look at these roads. I mean, they are incredible. I've not seen anyone now for over 15 minutes. Not a single soul. No one walking, no one cycling, no one driving. And those are pretty eerie. Some like really derelict buildings around here. Totally empty. Look at that for a view. That is something that I have not seen in a while. It really does feel like the adventure has just begun. In a weird way. It kind of just feels like this is the second half of the adventure, you know, which it kind of is, I guess. This is the kind of the unknown part to me almost. and it's just super exciting. I've got this really big feeling of excitement right now running through me, a massive boost of energy as well, and the heat isn't bothering me whatsoever. I kind of expected it, so it's not a shock at all, and just being here trumps the heat. I'm just so happy to be this far, you know. And we are slowly inching further and further away from the UK, which I guess is what is kind of part of this feeling of the adventure's now beginning. It's just getting further and further away from home to hotter climates that I've never really witnessed before. Like, you know, I've been to Croatia and Slovenia, but past that, Bosnia and further down, yeah, it's just really kind of unknown territory for me, and that is exciting because I've got no idea what to expect. We are currently 5 minutes away from the accommodation, riding through a national park, and look at this. Oh. Yeah. It's amazing how the landscapes have all been so different, yet they're all, you know, places of absolute beauty. It just keeps this whole trip interesting, and it keeps on giving and giving and giving. Today has been a really great day. Other than spending €50 this morning on phone charges, it's been a really great day. So here we are. Here is the town that I'm putting my head down in tonight. A quaint little place right in the middle of the national park by the feels of it. And it looks really nice. Apparently there's a bar here and a supermarket just down the road from the house. I don't really know what to expect from this place, to be honest. I booked it pretty quick time and just read one or two of the reviews. But wow, it's nice here. I was not expecting this. It feels very, very kind of remote. I mean, even the road to get there feels like it's a bit... well, it's all over the place, really. Okay. So I think this is it, just here. I just got a bit worried because I looked in this place and it's proper derelict. But then I looked on Apple Maps rather than Beeline, and it's actually a little bit further up the road. This looks more like it. Wow. Okay, this is super cool. Okay, now we're talking. Nice. Hi. We made it to Croatia and it's perfect. It's incredible. I just arrived at the location that I'm staying at. The lady greeted me with a shot of like blueberry liqueur of some kind. Here's the room. It's got a lovely balcony, kitchen, bathroom. It is perfect. It's €35. Down the road there's an Audi or a Lidl, one or the other, and I've got a barn to park my bike in, so it's kind of Perfect. Today has been a really good day. A good day of riding, a good day of exploring, a good day getting out. I'm going to settle in, and then I guess I'll see you guys in a bit to finish up today before I sit down and just chill out and make some food. There is no Wi-Fi here, which is fine because I don't need to upload anything, but I can definitely sit here tonight, chill out, make some dinner, get my breath, plan tomorrow, and edit some vlog. So it's kind of perfect. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a bit. This is what we were drinking. This whatever liqueur this is. I guess maybe it's homemade, I don't know. Really good though. Oh god, nearly lost my camera over the edge of the balcony then. Okay, don't mind my attire. I have just walked to the shops and I got very hot. I left my wallet at home, so I had to go back home, back to the shops. But now I'm back, and it's very remote and very local, as in like, everyone keeps staring at me local, like who the fuck is that? But it's lovely here, it's beautiful. And the lady that's hosting me is amazing. She's very nice. Anyway, just tuning in with a really rough plan, which was kind of the original plan. The original plan was to go to Italy, Dolomites, go down the whole of Italy, and then back up via Albania and the Bulkans. Obviously, I've cut Italy now, and I'm kind of beyond that because right now I'm in Croatia. So the plan now is to do the whole coastal route tomorrow of Croatia, the Adriatic coast, then do Bosnia, then Montenegro. Montenegro looks just mind-blowing. Then potentially back up through another country or Bosnia again, back through Croatia. There's an airbase in Croatia that's disused. It's huge. It looks creepy as fuck, and I just really want to go and see it, so that's happening. Few other places in Croatia as well to visit, obviously also in Bosnia and Montenegro. I'm still kind of planning that right now, the finer points, but this is the big overall picture. Then back up through Slovenia, probably via Lake Bled or somewhere around there, into Austria, see Matthias for a couple of days, a day or two, then head home, potentially via Prague. I've heard I might be able to get on like a sleeper train through Germany, potentially, I don't know. And then head back, find a ferry home from wherever I am. Yeah, that is the plan. It feels good to have a rough plan, because I've not really had one until now. Welcome to the chaos. Stop in this gravel. Oh boy.